Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones, as we will tackle Eirika's Chapter 10. But first, I have to level up Amelia, which I did off screen. We'll get to her last. A few other people got some levels while I was doing that. Natasha got a level. She got 1 magic, 1 skill, 1 speed. She got magic. It was a great level. So that's nice to see her get some magic. Calm did not have good levels though. The bad levels for Calm continues. Over 2 levels, he got 1 HP, 1 speed, 1 luck, and 1 defense. Over 2 levels. So no strength, which is sad. The 1 speed is nice, but he just really didn't have 2 good levels at all, so there's that. Who else leveled? Ross. I have my notes here. Ross, over 2 levels, got 2 HP, 2 strength, 1 skill, 1 luck, and 1 defense. So he had 2 pretty good levels. 2 HP and 2 strength. He is just a powerhouse now. And the 1 skill will be nice to help him hit. Tana got a bunch of levels. She is level 10. Over 5 levels, she got 3 HP, 4 strength, 3 skill, 3 speed, 3 luck, 1 defense, and 1 resistance. So she didn't get much in the defense and resistance department, but she got a lot of other stats, especially strength. 4 of her 5 levels, she got strength. She now has 12 strength to go with her 17 speed. Again, she didn't get much defense-wise, but she starts off with some pretty good defense at 7 and 7. So to get 1 of each is not bad. Hopefully she'll get some more defense, but that strength makes her extremely dangerous. And she got quite a bit of skill too, so she's going to hit, and she's going to hit hard. And of course, she got a lot of speed as well. Tana continues to impress, as I was hoping she would. She is very dangerous. So, really good levels for Tana. And then, of course, the reason why we did all the grinding is because I wanted to get Amelia to her 1st tier class. That way she doesn't stay a recruit. And I recommend you do that too. You can just go to the tower and have her pick off some enemies. The enemies in the tower, for the most part, are very weak. As I've showed off episodes ago, they're really weak except for the boss and a few other exceptions. So as long as you have her attack the weaker ones and keep her protected beside that, you'll be okay. Over her 9 free levels, because she was level 1, excuse me, she got 5 HP, 4 strength, 7 skill. Yes, I have to, because I just did tallies, so I had to count the tallies. Yeah, 7 of her 9 levels, she got skill. 3 speed, 4 luck, 3 defense, and 4 resistance. She ended up very balanced over her levels. Remember, these are all free levels. These are just free stats for Amelia. I would have liked to see a little more defense, but she got a ton of skill and quite a bit in all of her other stats as well. So she ended up very, very well. She had 1 level, I think, that was just 1 resistance, so that wasn't great. But some of her other levels were pretty good. Overall, she ended up great. So what's going to happen is once you get Amelia to level 10, the same thing's going to happen just like Ross. We're going to enter the next map, and the first thing that's going to happen is she's going to class change. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? Teraz Plateau. Corsino has betrayed Frelia and joined forces with Grotto. Corsino's troops stop Prince Ennis, blocking his way to Gehenna. With soldiers occupying the road forward and back, he is trapped in a hopeless situation. Eirika rushes to the prince's aid. Chapter 10, Revolt at Carcino. At Grotto Keep, General Glenn of the Grotto Imperial Army, also known as the Sunstone. Yes. Your orders. Capture the leader of the rebel army in Carcino. Capture Eirika. Eirika? Do you mean the Princess of Renus? Eirika invaded Carcino. She massacred the citizens of Port Kiris. Then she fled south. Glenn, go. Crush the rebels who brought ruin to Carcino. Understood, sire. Now we know that's not true. What'd the Emperor say, brother? I've been ordered to kill the Princess of Renus. Cormac, I want you to remain here in the capital. I'll go alone. If that's what you want, brother, so be it. But you seem troubled. Don't tell me you're concerned about fighting the princess of a ruined land. I never was able to slip anything past you, little brother. You're right. This duty falls heavily on my shoulders, more than any other. Tell me, brother, do you know this princess? Yes, when Renus and Grotto were still close. I met the girl. I met Eirika only once. We spoke briefly, but I felt she was a woman of great kindness. I cannot bring myself to believe Princess Eirika is evil. I cannot. Glenn, the Emperor has ordered... There's the rub, Cormac. That's it exactly. His Majesty has never spoken a falsehood in all the time I've served him. And as a servant of the Empire, I'm duty-bound to obey his orders. But I can see no reason to think Princess Eirika's heart is any less gentle now. What are these cowardly mutterings? It's because you three generals are weak that we others must work so hard. And yet you get the honor of killing the girl. How I long to do your duty for you. Walter, you treacherous swine. What's this? Is this how you speak towards your peer knights of the realm? Lest you've forgotten, I too am a general, the same rank as you. You wretch. You were cast out from the army for mistreating civilians. What lies have you told to receive pardon and reinstatement at the same time? Our beloved Emperor felt my skills were needed, and his word is law. His Majesty has earned my sincerest and most undying gratitude. And then we have you three, Dussel, Selena, and you. The three of you have proven to be unreliable time and time again. We were brought in to plug the holes, don't you see? You ought to thank me, Glenn. Walter, if you dare insult my brother further. Come now, Cormac. And what would you do to me if I did? Would you fight me? Here? Would you show such disloyalty to the Emperor? Peace, Cormac. We're His Majesty's men. We will honor his commands. Mark my words, Walter. Your crimes are neither forgotten nor forgiven. Meanwhile, Prince Ennis, what do you say? Can you continue? Yes, of course. Do you believe this is enough to make me give up? I'm surprised you mercenaries haven't turned and fled, though. Nah, you see, Garrick's mercenaries takes its name from me, Garrick. I'm the chief here. If I quit while our employer still fought on, they'd want a new name. You follow me? So, what's the plan? Same as before. We remain surrounded. They're not going to allow us simply to walk out of here. I sent a messenger off with news of our plight. However, even on the wings of a Pegasus Knight, Furley is days away. We can expect no help from them. So we tighten our belts and survive, is that it? Or would you rather quit this place and rest in comfort? Surrender? I'm the Prince of Frilia. I don't know the meaning of the word. The fate of the world rides on my shoulders, and I'll make it to Gehenna. Even if I have to crawl there to do it. Now, that makes me feel better. If you're so determined, we may all live a little while longer.
Hey, Chief, Prince.
What is it, Tethys?
I got bad news. And then I've got worse news.
What's the bad news?
We've no more weapons in reserve. What you're holding is what you've got. Once those are gone, there won't be much fight left in us.
That is bad news. Well, what's the worst news?
They've begun to move. They're going to attack again. Looks like they're sending up the whole lot of them this time.
Right. You two, you're done here. Discharge, fired, whatever. You can surrender or flee. The choice is yours. What? I'm the one they're after. Throw down your weapons and you'll walk away alive. I don't need you here. You'll only be in my way. Who knows? You filthy sellswords will probably sell me out anyway.
Hold on there! That's not true and you know it!
Peace, Tethys. Hey, Prince. What are you going to do? I'm going to get out of here on my own. I'll break to the south and escape into the mountains. That ain't gonna be easy. How you plan on doing that? I'm not telling you. I've no idea when you'll decide to betray me. Go on, get out of here. I'd rather do this alone. Sounds like you're trying to make sure you're the only one who dies. Fool, I've no intention of dying. But there can be no false hope of reinforcements riding in to save the day. You and I are not the same. You're a commoner, and I'm Frelia's heir. We of noble birth do not shirk the duties to which we are born. What are you waiting for? You may go. Well played, my lord. I've always loved the melodrama of martyrdom. There's no way I can abandon you after that fine performance. I'm staying with you, to the end. To the... What are you saying? You dare ignore the orders of the one who's paying your wages? Tethys, I want you to go and surrender. Give my regards to Erwin and Marissa.
Don't be ridiculous! I'm not going anywhere! Now would the two of you kindly stop acting like such... men? And you've already fired us! You can't order us to leave now.
She brings up a good point. Unbelievable. And you people call yourselves mercenaries? I thought you fought for money, not for duty. Yeah, that's one of the rules. Guess we're lousy mercenaries, eh? Now let's get thinking. We still need a plan to get us all out of here alive. You're supposed to be a good tactician, so I figure I won't die easily. Tell us what to do, Prince. We'll follow your orders. Very well. I'll see what I can do to avoid getting us filled with arrows.
Say, Prince, if by some miracle aid were to come, from what direction would it arrive?
From the north, but there's little or no hope of that. Even if Furlia were to send us aid, they would not arrive until...
This may be good news. Then again, it may be more bad news. There, on that mountain path. Someone's coming.
Hi!
Prince Ennis!
Princess Eirika. The prince is surrounded by the mercenary armies of Corsino. He looks vastly outnumbered. I doubt he can hold out much longer.
I can see that. Let's hurry. I'm ready to fight now. This armor used to be too heavy for me to wear. But now, it's no problem. I've come a long way. That's right. I'm a real soldier now. But I'm not about to stop. I'm just getting started.
With that, Amelia has her choice of class change. She can either become a knight or a cavalier. She makes a really good knight, especially if she gets some defense growths. She will be able to take hits, and especially with, she typically gets quite a bit of speed growth as well. She becomes a very fast knight, which makes her doubly dangerous. Knights are usually slow, but as long as she gets some defense, and the knight class change will help her too, she'll get some defense, that will make her very dangerous. She'll be a speedy, heavy armor knight. However, for Eirika's playthrough here, we're going to change her into a cavalier. Now she makes a good cavalier as well. She has very balanced growths, like a lot of cavaliers do, and will make good use of them. Also, as a cavalier, she will have enhanced movement. You get a lot of cavaliers throughout the game, but Amelia has a chance to become one of the better ones, because she gets those free levels of growth, then she class changes, she has a whole bunch of other levels. You can't go wrong either way. She makes a very deadly knight, but she can make a very deadly cavalier as well, and that's what we're going to turn her into. Cavalier. She gets HP, skill, speed, resistance, and con. And now she can use swords. Now she doesn't get any strength, which makes those strength growths she did get very, very important. So she still has 8 strength, but she's not that far behind Franz, who has 12 levels on her, and he has 12 strength. Her defense is a bit lacking. She doesn't get defense from the Cavalier upgrade, so she is a little fragile right now when it comes to defense. But that can change. She can get some defensive growths, and she'll be okay. What she does have right now, remember, she's only a level 1 Cavalier. She has a ton of resistance for us. She still has okay defense at 5. I mean, it's not completely terrible like, you know, Natasha at 3. She even has 1 more than Calm. She has quite a bit of speed, a lot of skill. She has resistance. That's what's really going to help her out. She has a con of 9 now, with that +3 to Constitution. She could use an Iron Lance now, no problem, where it used to weigh her down. She also now has access to swords, which is what we're going to give her. As I'll go to items real quick. I'll just put the 2 slim lance away. No, I'll probably end up selling it. I won't use it. And we are going to give her an iron sword to use. Now, she will start off with E rank in swords, so you'll have to rank that up if you want her to use swords. She'll still have her lance use, though. Now, Franz also has 9 Constitution. We know that using a steel lance weighs him down. The same thing is going to be true for Amelia. But what she loses in some of the knight level ups, such as more defense, she will gain in movement and the ability to use swords, making her more versatile. Alright, now the fun part. You get to take 12 units to this map. A big thing about this map, you'll see, it's kind of a larger map, and there's quite a bit going on. So the rest of this episode will more than likely just be preparation. So Buckle in, but it's very important preparation. There's a lot to go over. Okay, first things first, we're going to take 12 units. So, let's take, this looks pretty good. I think I'll take Kyle, Joshua, Seth, Nami, Amelia, Calm, Franz, Ross, Arthur, Natasha, Eirika, and Tana. That's not bad. I think I'm going to go with that. I think we'll go with that. That's okay. Alright. Like I said, there's a lot going on this map. There's a lot of troops down here, as you can see. Sellsword, a soldier and the employee of Pablo of Carcino. They do have a priest here who has a sleep staff. Sleep staffs are dangerous. They'll put enemies to sleep for several turns, like it says. He also has a heal, and he will drop this torch staff, which acts like a torch, except it's a staff. Sleep staffs are dangerous. Their range is MP divided by 2 or 5, whichever is more. Since he only has a magic of 4, of course it's 5. So it has a range of 5 squares. If it hits, it has a pretty low hit percentage, but if it hits, a unit falls asleep for several turns. When a unit is asleep, they can't do anything. They just sit there. And they won't be able to do anything. So they'll just be stuck. Be very dangerous. The good thing about the sleep staff, it only has 3 uses. You can even bait out the sleep staff uses by having a person with high resistance. Resistance will also affect how well you get hit by the staff. To go out there and be the only one in range, they'll waste the sleep staff and you'll have a much better chance of not being put to sleep. Your hit percentage with the sleep staff will depend upon your magic power versus the target's resistance. So in this case, if Franz was getting targeted, it would have a pretty decent chance to hit. The sleep staff percentage chance to hit is low regardless, but it would have a better chance with Franz than, say, Amelia. A much better chance to hit Franz than Amelia. So there's that. That's the sleep staff. That's one of the many things you want to watch out for in this battle. You have some Myrmidons here with iron swords. You have an archer with a steel bow. Be very careful with your flyers. Tana, for example. Because there's a ballista there. And 2 ballista here. This archer has a long bow for when his ballista is out. And this one just has an iron bow. There's a Myrmidon here with a red gem that we are going to try to steal because I like extra money. The Myrmidon has a speed of 12, which can be problematic. Myrmidons are fast. Calm has a speed of 14 right now, but he really has the beginning speed growths for me. Hopefully, you've been using him and he has at least one. He got at least 1 level of speed because he starts with 12, if I remember right. If you have more speed than the Myrmidon, you can steal the red gem. He also has a steel sword. I'm Myrmidon here with the steel sword. There is a mercenary here with a lance reaver that drops. This reverses the weapon triangle, which means this sword is strong against spears, even though it's a sword, but weak to axes. Just think of how the weapon triangle would normally go, and then reverse it. This reverse weapon, as it's commonly known as, will be ours once we beat the mercenary. There are a couple of soldiers here. One has a door key so you can get in the door. You also have a couple of houses here and an arena for you to fight and get levels. I think we've had an arena before, so I'm not going to go too much into it. Basically, you make a bet, and if your character loses, they die. If your character wins, you get your money back. I'm pretty sure we've had an arena before. You have a couple of mages here with fire tomes and some mercenaries with iron swords. Excuse me. A Mermaid here with the slim sword, so be careful. He has a higher chance to crit than you think, but he's not going to hit too hard. He still has that 7 strength to help him. There is a fighter here that will drop a killer axe. We want the killer axe. And we're going to try to get it. He also has a hand axe. Up here in these mountains, you will have some brigands that will be moving across. Iron and hand axes for both of them. This guy has a steel axe and a hand axe. They're all going to hit really hard, so be careful. And like I said, there is this ballista down here. Whoops, didn't mean to leave the map yet. We still have quite a bit to go. You have some more soldiers here with lances. This one has an iron lance. And iron axes. As you see, there is a lot going on this map. You have the ballistas. You have just a lot of enemies on this map that you're going to have to contend with. You're going to have to be very careful with your flyers and just low defense units in general. We're going to be trying to get rid of some of these shots. I'm just going to keep somebody back, probably Seth, just to sit here and waste these ballista shots. This one's a bit more out of range until you start to get into the city part, which will be the very last thing we do on this map. Our boss is Pablo, a member of Carcino's Council of Elders and an advocate of Grotto. He drops a guiding ring, which is the class change item for anybody that uses magic. Well, not anybody. Yeah, anybody that uses magic and troubadours. Which I don't know why it says and troubadours. It's just be, you know, magic and staff wielders. I guess would be a way you could put it. Very useful. He has a divine tome, which is the C rank light magic. It's even heavier at a weight of 12. However, it has more crit at 10 and more might at 8. He has a magic of 13 combined with this divine tome gives him a magic attack of 21. Anybody with low resistance, be very careful. Also, he has a chance to crit. Pablo is very dangerous. He has range, he has crit chance, and he has a lot of damage. He has a ton of resistance himself, being a sage, which is the advanced class, one of them, of the mage. They can use not only anima magic, but, as you've seen, they learn how to use light magic and staffs on top of that. Sages are very versatile units and very dangerous. He has a speed of 12 and a skill of 9. He has a pretty good chance to hit, and he's speedy enough that even being weighed down by 5, he still has a speed of 7. So really slow units aren't going to double him. His one weak point is what most mages' weak points are, that he has low defense. You're not touching him with spells. He's gonna laugh at that. But physical attacks will do a really good job. You can probably guess who's going to be beating him. Even though Seth only has a resistance of 9, that's still a resistance of 9, and he's going to maybe... He might have a crit percentage, that'd be nice. Crit his face off with the silver sword. That'd be great. We'll see how all that plays out. But wait, there's more. There are some allies here, of course. We have Ennis, Tethys, and Garrick. I'm going to be going over each of them and their stat growths. This is Ennis. He starts off as a level 1 sniper, archers of unparalleled accuracy. We've seen this. So yes, he starts off as a level 1 pre-promoted unit. His stats are pretty good, as you can see. 14 strength, 13 skill, 15 speed, 14 luck, 10 defense, 9 resistance. Very balanced, and 31 HP for a pre-promote, like I think Seth had 31 HP as well. Not bad at all. Let me throw up his stat growths on the screen. Ennis is more than likely even going to get better. He has good strength growth, good skill growth, good speed growth, good luck, and even okay defense and resistance. The 75 HP growth would be nice if it was a little higher, since he's not going to get all the levels to try to get HP. since he's already pre-promoted. But his stats start off really good, and he will more than likely continue to be really good. The Prince of Fraley. He's brash and arrogant, but good at heart. And yes, he is good at heart, but he's a bit too brash and arrogant for my liking. So, guess where he's going to be sitting? He starts off with a silver bow, however, making him highly dangerous. This is the A rank bow. Weight of only 6 and a might of 13. He also has a white gem, a valuable gemstone worth 10,000 gold. That will be handy. We could use that. And he also has a vulnerary to heal his wounds. Now let's get to somebody awesome. This is Garrick, a mercenary leader from Gehenna. He's better known as the Desert Tiger. You don't have an awesome title like that without being a complete awesome person. Mercenaries are well-balanced professional soldiers for hire. Let me throw up Garrick's stat gross on the screen. He is a level 10 mercenary. Mercenary is not the promoted class. This is his first tier class. Garrick has a ton of HP growth at 90, like Seth. He also has really good strength growth at 45, good skill growth, decent speed and luck growth, good defense growth, and even okay resistance. He starts off really strong. 14 strength, 13 skill, 13 speed, 10 defense. Garrick also has a constitution of 13. Weapons don't weigh Garrick down. He's not afraid of your weapon weight. He's Garrick, the Desert Tiger. If level ups go his way, which again, things are pretty good in his favor, he will be a powerhouse. I like Garrick. I like Garrick a lot. I even like his conversation with Dennis. You can tell he is a battle-hardened mercenary. He comes equipped with a steel blade, one of the few weapons that can actually weigh him down. It weighs him down by 1. He also has a vulnerary and, hey, a handy hero crest for mercenaries, Myrmidons, and fighters level 10 and up. Yay, hero crest. He comes equipped with one. We won't be using it, of course. We're going to wait until he's level 20. Like I said, the steel blade is one of the few weapons that can slow him down by 1. He has a might of 11 and a hit. It has a might of 11 and a hit of 65. Blades, as we know, hit harder, but have a lower chance to hit. He also has a vulnerary to heal himself. He is dangerous. He can be very dangerous. He has 32 HP and that 90 HP growth. He will come up with a ton of HP. And, more than likely, stats other places as well. Nothing has a really low growth for Garrick, which is why I like him. Well-balanced professional soldiers for hire. Well-balanced is right. Garrick fits the bill. More than likely, he'll get a lot of strength, but he has a good chance to get all of his stats, even resistance, which he starts out with 4. He has a 1 in 4 chance of getting resistance, which is not bad compared to a lot of other characters. Especially, you know, they trade out something for better resistance growth. He's well balanced, and that's what I like about Garrick. He's tough, and he is more than likely going to remain tough. He has a C rank in swords, so he can wield the killing edge. This is Tethys. A lot of people don't like Tethys, a beautiful and charming dancer from Gehenna. Dancers are special classes. Dancers revitalize their allies. They cannot attack. She does not have a weapon. Dancers don't use weapons in most Fire Emblem games. Goddess Icon increases luck by 2 points, vanishes after use. Excuse me. She has a vulnerary and an elixir. She is a level 1 dancer. Now, dancers don't class change. Right, they don't class change in this one. Believe so. she is pretty fragile. She has a defense of 5 and a resistance of 4. She is not a fighter. She won't be doubled easily, and she'll have a good chance of getting out of the way. So you may be wondering, what the heck is the point of Tethys, Cendril? Revitalize their allies. Now she's not a healer. Dancers are very special. What they do is they dance, and then the unit gets another turn. So, for example, Innes shoots this mage and kills him. Shoots this mage and kills him. Then we want him to go again and shoot this guy. Well, Tethys will be able to dance for him. Innes can go again, move, and fire. They get a complete another turn after a turn is already done. So you use them, dance, and then you can use them again. Like I said, a lot of people don't like Tethys. They feel like they don't need her in this game, and honestly, you don't. You have plenty of good units to use, and space is limited. That doesn't mean I might not try, however. Because I think dancers are really cool units. They don't have to attack to be useful. They can make somebody powerful attack twice. Like Joshua. Or Seth. to go again. I think they're really cool. But wait, there's more. There is somebody else we can recruit. Of course, we're going to be recruiting Innes, Tethys, and Garrick to our team because, well, we need to go and rescue them. So they'll be joining our team. For each person, different people too. For Innes, you can of course talk to him with Eirika, but you can also talk to him with his sister. Of course, sister's worried. Tana can talk to Innes, and either one of them will get them on your team. The easier of the two is Tana. Just be careful of ballistas, especially if this archer gets up here. But you can run down and, or fly down, I should say, and talk to Innes with Tana. If you're not using Tana, just get Eirika there as quickly as possible. That's step 1. You can go this way to talk to him. Or you could go through the woods here if you want some more defense, however you want to do it. That's step 1. Step 2 is we need to get Garrick on our team. To get Garrick on our team, Innes has to talk to him. Then, step 3 is to get Tethys on our team, which is to have Garrick talk to Tethys. So you see, it just keeps rolling downhill there. Now, there is still, like I said, wait, there's more. There's one more person here we can recruit. This is Marissa, an aloof sword fighter of Gehenna. She's known as the Crimson Flash. She is a Myrmidon. She starts off at level 5. She is, of course, the same class, I didn't mean to do that again, as Joshua. If you've not been using Joshua, for whatever reason, Marissa is here. Let me throw up her stat gross on the screen now. The Crimson Flash is just that. Really speedy. She has a speed growth of 60. Strength of only 30, a skill of 55, 50 luck, low defense at 15, and resistance at 25. Now, if we take a look at Joshua's Joshua's growths compared to Marissa, Joshua has a little more strength, the same skill, a little less speed. Marissa has way more luck. I think Joshua has a little more defense, but Marissa has a little more resistance. They mirror each other quite a bit, with just little differences here and there. The thing that could end up not working for Marissa, I know 5 doesn't sound like a lot, but 35 compared to 30, strength growth. You need to see Marissa get strength growth, so she can hit hard to go along with all that skill and speed she's going to be getting. She starts with a Shamshir, which is awesome. It has a crit rate of 35 and a might of 8. And a weight of 5. Improves critical hit rate. It is a D rank sword. It's like a killing edge, but with a little more crit, a little less might, and it also weighs less. It only has 1 less might, the same hit, but 5 more crit. And it's a D rank weapon. It also has 20 uses. It's really cool. She starts with that. To get Marissa on our team, we're going to have to talk with her old leader, who is Garrick. She used to be part of the mercenary group. You wouldn't know that. I think Garrick talks about it once we start the mission, or something like that. Marissa talks about it. Somebody talks about it. But I'm going to tell you now. And that is how you will recruit everybody on this, what will end up being a lengthy stage. Just like this was a lengthy video going over everything. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a lot of fun. There was a lot to go over, but there is a lot going on this map. And there will be even more stuff that happens. The first thing you want to do is go down here and rescue Ennis, Tethys, and Garrick as quickly as possible, and that's what we're going to be. That's what we're going to be doing. Then we'll deal with everything down here in Marissa, and then some group will march this way to do that. So again, there'll be a lot going on. Just because of all the long range, you're gonna want to check your HP a lot. Make sure nobody's really hurt. I probably should take another healer. I should probably take Molder, but that's why I gave everybody vulneraries. So all of that and more next time. Until then, again, I thank you for watching and hope you did have a lot of fun, even though we just went over a lot of things. There's, like I said, a lot to go over. And then, of course, we had the start of the chapter talk. So, next time, Chapter 10. Until then, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.